This recipe is for when you are too busy to cook but want something homemade and comforting. With just a few ingredients and an instant pot, you will have a delicious meal in 30 minutes that can be frozen and can be enjoyed for weeks. These chicken Shami Kababs are your answer to a quick meal that is big on flavor and is extremely versatile. So let's get started, but before that, please do consider giving this video a big thumbs up and subscribing to my channel for more effortless recipes. Start by adding 1.5 kgs of boneless chicken into your instant pot. I used about 500 grams of chicken breast, 1 kg of boneless chicken thighs, and some chicken wings for added flavor. Then I added a cup of water followed by 8 to 10 cloves of garlic and 1 small onion. Adding this ensures that there is no remaining smell in the chicken, and it also enhances the flavor. Pressure cook this on low for about 20 minutes, and while this happens you can prepare your other ingredients if they need any chopping or cutting. Once the cooking time is done, you can choose to release the pressure naturally or do a quick pressure release because it doesn't make any difference for this step here. And then I'm going to take out the boneless chicken in one bowl and the boned chicken in the other, just because I want to remove the meat from the bones and add it back into the chicken. Again, this is very optional, but it does add a lot of flavor and nutrition from the bones. If you want, you can also use whole chicken, just you'd have to debone it after it has done cooking. So in the stock that the chicken had left, I'm adding in my soaked lentils. I washed them and soaked them for about 2 hours. Then I'm adding 2 onions followed by ginger, 1.5 tablespoon of cumin seeds and coriander seeds each, about 2 teaspoons of red chili flakes, add more or less according to flavor, 1 to 1.5 teaspoon of red chili powder, and 4 to 6 green chilies. You can add more or less depending on how spicy you want the kebabs and the kind of your chilies. I had Thai green chilies, that's why I used less. Then pressure cook on high for about 5 minutes, following by a quick pressure release, which is once the timer is up, you release the pressure immediately. Now take out this mixture and let it come to room temperature, and I like to put it on a fine mesh sleeve just so that if there is any liquid that remains in there, it gets released and my kebabs are not mushy. While the pressure cooker was doing its thing with the lentils, I chopped the things and prepared them for hara masala, and I also shredded my chicken. I use my KitchenAid for this. If you want, you can use fork, you can use mortar and pestle, you can use your hands, whatever is easier for you. Once everything is cooled down and shredded, it's time to mix in our kebabs. I'm adding in the prepared greens, which are coriander, mint, some green chilies, and some fresh green onion, which is optional but highly recommended, followed by 1 teaspoon of black pepper powder and 1.5 teaspoon of garam masala powder and our lentil mixture. And you can mix it to the consistency that you like. You can use a food processor, you can use your hands, you can use a potato masher, whatever is more convenient for you. And at this point, check if you can form a kebab. If the mixture is too dry and you cannot make it into a shape that you want, add in 1 or 2 eggs, and you can see how the threads are super nice even right now, and it's a very reshadar kebab. Now I like to coat my kebabs in egg before frying. This adds a lot of flavor, and also it makes sure that your kebab does not disintegrate into the oil when you're frying it. And for best results, I like to fry them on medium to medium low heat. Once they're golden brown and crisp on the top, and you can see that it's gonna form a slight ring on the edges, that's when you know that your kebabs are ready to flip. You can use a spatula or a fork, whatever you have, use them to flip, but don't do it too much. Now this is a little hack that I wanted to share with you guys. Now this mixture, the recipe that I've shared, makes about 40 to 50 kebabs, and the reason I can make it super quickly is because I use this little bottle cap hack. You can use a mason jar cap or any cap that you have lying around, put a cling film on top of it and just simply use it to form your kebabs, and this will not only give you kebabs really fast, but it will also ensure that every kebab is pretty much approximately the same size, which means they're gonna cook evenly. And to freeze them, I just line them on a tray with parchment paper, and then I freeze them overnight. You can see here how rock solid they are, and then you just simply put them in a Ziploc bag and keep enjoying. They necessarily don't have an expiry date, so you can have them till you're finished with the bag, but mine usually finish up in a month or two. Enjoy them with your favorite sides. I love them for breakfast with parathas. I hope you guys enjoyed this recipe. If you did, please do consider subscribing to my channel and giving this video a big thumbs up. Until next time, the Homemaker Baker over and out.